Hello, and welcome back to Badge Hunter. Today, we're gonna beat the game, finally. But, so I'm gonna do it twice, like I said. Once with the save right before the pit, doing all that, and once after doing the entire pit. Let me tell you, seeing these stats, and I'm just sitting here, it's like, I feel so weak. I was like, I'm fully committing to danger. It's like I have everything relevant to equip, honestly. It's like Shadow Queen is affected by some status, so most importantly, sleep and confused. So we know how that's gonna work. I'm not ready, but I have to be ready. And it says skip because I had to watch this once to get the quick pipe. Yeah, that's the reason why you kidnapped her. Caused so much trouble that I had to spend a couple weeks in the pit. Well, not yet, but I want these candles. Black light candles that still somehow shine the room. Pretty cool. And then, darkness goes over the entire land, which, a lot of people will be totally fine with. Listen, if you're someone who doesn't go outside, then you'd be totally fine with the whole world getting covered by darkness, you know? But, well, I guess it wouldn't really be darkness, it'd be shadow. And I'm not too quite sure if you would want hands just kind of over you at all times. You never know when it's just going to come out of nowhere and grab you. It is I, do my very everything. See, like those people be fine with it being dark. Maybe not the earthquaking, but sometimes the earth just needs a quake, alright? Listen, the world will end. Don't worry about all this rumbling going on. large scale quaking. Only caused a little minor panic. No destroyed buildings or anything. Can't believe it. Runs forward, even though there was the emergency pipe that was over there. Even though the cutscene wouldn't have expected you to have that at this point. Oh no. Gothic Peach. How are you going to command me? Perish. Dare I say, now. There he goes. You know, it's really because where did this new place even come from? The door wasn't open. There's no place to hide. Confused. As much as I want to do it, but I don't care. Lend the air of my rays. Let's see if you think that would I confuse you. Never mind. I would not confuse you, I guess. It's like, I think confusion is 20 or 30%. I think sleep is about the same as well. Oh no, she has 150 HP. Well, this save file didn't really go through the pit and had to deal with 200. I'll be fine. I'll be fine. I'm just going to keep on doing 17. I love it. Oh, there we go. Go to confusion. I could use Rally Wing, but I don't care. The partner just kind of here to get hit. Now let's simply make it better. Nope, never mind. And she's gonna wake up right now, right? Because she's gonna talk. No. What else? She has no defense. I guess I could try freeze. No. Just no. This sucks if I don't hit it, you know? Darn it. I was right there. I could have just ended it right then and there. That would have been way too good. Yeah, I know I can't damage you. I would have won. Well, I wouldn't have. I don't think the game. I think the game would have like kept her at 1 or something. I don't even think PS does. Well, wouldn't matter. Really strong fog. Yeah, it's going. Oh, that's fine. It's my power. I don't think she needs to heal back to full. Explosion damage doesn't work. That's good to know. Oh no. The hands! Oh. Never mind, she couldn't be frozen. But either way, I will still be able to sleep and confuse round 2. If I didn't have way too much attack, I would definitely try to sleep or confuse the hands as well, but oh well. And the good old charge all the power into friends and family, because that's how this is supposed to go. See, I always knew that there was there was always mics attached to the crystal stars, so Mario would hear them at the end. Don't you know? The crystal star is only a shell. What's on the inside is like a radio and a speaker, you know? Radio and mic. There's a whole audio recording set inside each single crystal star. That's the reason why Mario could hear it at the end. Losing is for losers. Look, the good old blue fire just kind of flying in the background. Cortez could have been there. We've assembled. Now time to shoot the cannon underground. You know, that would be better, you know? Just pinpoint where underground is, shoot cannon. Two tons of explosives coming straight into your direction. Vile voices. All it really did was give me back my FP. My partners... I guess I slightly care about my partners now-ish instead of what my much stronger save is going to do. time is right. You're right. I just, you know... Yeah. I just gotta do that, you know? We love Lopezette. We also like bingo. I can't do it. I at least have to get the tattle. Even though I don't want it. Yeah, I know who the Shadow Queen is. Yeah. Listen. She can power up her attack and defenses. That's only if she gets a turn. I... Oh well, I wasn't even realizing that the fire was on me. Oh well. No, now she's awake. Oh, now she's unconfused. How can you hurt me after you done about 100 HP to me? I wanna... Yep. I know what I need to finish this off with. A failed hammer throw. Easiest fight. Just don't let her attack like per usual. But anyways, as much as I want to show everything else, let's do the other save. We're back with the other save. So, mainly just max power and tornado jump. I have had rouse too because I think it was just kind of funny. This won't last long. if you really want to know, this is not going to last long. This is actually, it's like, I'm disregarding all my defense, and I'm just like, this isn't going to last. Can't flee this fight. Don't worry. I don't plan on it. I know I should tattle, but I tattled once, I don't need to do it again. I'm guessing because she was asleep, she couldn't go to this phase. That's interesting to know. I guess I would just appeal. I'm actually going to guard against these because I'm going to be taking damage. 3 turns. I do have a boo shoot. I could just ignore everything, I guess. Swap partner off. Dink, 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 dink. And don't worry, I won't force seeing the intermission of this fight. This looks bad. Don't worry about that. Now we're back. Now's the time. You're right. A cool 21 damage. Alright. You can bring the hands back all you want. I have 200 FP. I could use FP for all my days and not ever run out. Huh? Alright. I don't know about this, but I definitely pressed A a lot sooner. I guess it's just the game being nice to you, giving your whole crowd back. Oh no. Charge. Oh no. I'm not even keeping track of how much HP she has. Well. Wee. I guess she was... I guess less than 21 HP, huh? Whatever. Had to finish it off with tornado jump. How could I be beaten twice? Once from a save that had nothing, once from a save that had everything. Princess Peach. She's completely fine. You know, it must suck for like Peach and Grodius and all of them. Since this is the save file that was delayed by a while from too many adventures through the pit. Peach would have probably gained her strength. Grodius would have waited for quite a long time. They could have, like, just, you know, summoned Shadow Queen early and not wait for Mario, but I know that's not how the game works. Yeah. Well, that's too bad. Too bad that you leave it. Don't forget about us. Yeah, well, this run has been unforgettable at this point, I think. If you would have told me at the start of this that I would needed to run through the pit 60 like 66 times or whatever the amount was, I wouldn't have believed you. I would have thought that I would have been done within like 20 or 30 pit runs. And I would have needed to have hunted 10 item hogs and didn't get, and I wasn't supposed to get close to level 99. Or I have 100+ hours on the save file. This run was whack, let me tell you. With the amount of hours I had to put into getting a single badge sometimes, and the even more hours in getting sad when I wasn't getting it or getting annoyed. This has made me not want to play this game every year. Or at least never attempt this again until, you know, I feel like attempting this again.
Oh yeah.
But when eventually the credits start rolling, I'm going to be just kind of letting it roll and doing something in the meantime. I may or may not have a tier list open for me and all the badges that I had to hunt for. If I have a town full of life, I suppose it is. Yes, you shouldn't want it off for yourself so often, but it's going to happen no matter what. Most wanderlust princess in the universe, honestly. Be like, I'm just going to travel by myself. I don't even have any guards. That's wild. You were there most of the time. Well, you were just kind of chilling in Rogueport, but
Oh yes.
newfangled mail gadget. And there's the tattles I didn't get. Oh well. Not too big of a deal, I could just get them afterwards. Or when I go back. Because there is like a request or two that is only available in post-game. I think only one of them I can do. And it's in my favorite place in the whole world. The pit. I think it's on 450, so I could just use the skip. Get there and leave. Little Zeb. She would never harm Vivian again. How it is to be, I suppose. You lose your evilness and it's like, alright, all the bad character traits I had, gone. Why couldn't I do that, you know? Jump on top of roofs and leave? Hello? It'd been a lot more convenient to walk around. Well, of course, Grelgius was actually only computer, so... he wouldn't get destroyed when he's only actually computer. He goes to see funny little supercomputer on Moon. No reason to go over there anymore because, you know, there's no enemies that I care about.
Oh yeah.
Found another treasure map. No. No, I don't want to. No. Not round 2 of treasure map. It means more pitting. That's what it does mean, by the way. It means if there's a pit there, I would have had to... Mario would have had to hunt there. That's how he is for this save. And while I would love to share you guys the credits, I'm not going to. The credits are not what is need to be shown. So, I have funny little tier list that is hopefully getting shown right now. Hopefully it is. So, I already moved the 0 BP and all the badges that I can't normally or wouldn't be able to get because those are on its own. So I could start alphabet go from A to Z, but I'm just going to do it my own way. Firstly, Itemog is arguably the best badge I can have in this. And then, arguably the worst is Refund. I can't buy anything, so coins don't really matter. Let's see. I had to put All or Nothing A. Given that I got it so late, I couldn't really enjoy it as much as I wanted to. Mario Power Plus Power Rush is great. I was able to get used to it like the whole time. but partner, I would have to get some work to get to danger, and it's not too worth it. It wasn't too worth it most of the time, even though I would have been able to. Mario Close Call and Partner Close Call is kind of the same. Mario is always in danger and Partner wasn't. Same for Last Stands, really. Even though I didn't really need to equip Last Stand because of Close Call for Mario. Damage dodges really didn't need to use that much, except for like the gimmick runs. The same for Event Plus. These even more so because I think they really didn't really need defense most of the time, especially because I was like using P up D down to just do damage, you know. No, these are actually bad. Losing damage for defense, unnecessary. It really was, you know. The charges were fun. Definitely okay to use sometimes. I really did enjoy using charge. Okay, I need to save all the attack ones when I get there. Flower Finer, amazing. Amazing for all the pit runs I did. Happy Flower. It was pretty good. It was amazing for the start of the pit when I didn't have a lot of FP and with taking a good amount of turns. But when I was just kind of one-rounding everything, I didn't really need it. Happy Heart for Mario. I was in danger most of the time. I didn't need it. Happy Heart for Partner. I never needed to heal them, so that doesn't matter. FP Plus. Since I got to 200 FP, it is actually the worst batch. With FP Drain kind of also being in the same tier. HP Drain P also just weren't that good. I never needed to worry about HP stuff. Oh, the credits are done. Well, I'm gonna still just be working on this. Who cares at this point? HP plus P. I never really needed to use it. Alright, fine. You get to see the end. The end. And then it goes back to the title screen. And now we're just gonna have this. Also, by the way, I did beat the game on this. I was just like, yeah, I don't care about watching the whole cutscene. So now we're just going to have the intro music for the rest of this now. Okay. FP Saver was... Well, both FP Savers were kind of nice to have, but not really required. They're kind of like Happy Flower. So I guess they should actually be on the same tier. They're kind of like Happy Flower where I needed them at the start, but I didn't really need them at the end. So, alright, fine. All of them would be. I need them at times, but then they kind of just ran out their use case. Heart Finder, I didn't really need. Sometimes it was helpful to have on, but I didn't really need it most of the time. HP plus. If I was at max level, I would have done fought against Shadow Queen with all of them on, so I would have had 200 HP, 200 FP. But oh well. What else? Pretty Lucky's. They were kind of nice, but didn't really need them equipped most of the time. So need to do the other ones. Lucky Day, I would have loved to equip it, but it's too much FP for not too much BP. I like a Lucky Start. It's like in my other save, my completed, I always had it equipped, but this one I never really did. Only because there was a chance to. It's like dodgy. It's nice, but I was already running evasion for most of the time. HP regen I didn't care for, and FP regen would have been not really important because I won round and I wouldn't be able to get an FP back. Pity Flower. I guess it's like I never used it. I was wanting to use it as a gimmick, part of a gimmick loadout, if I got like at least 2. But by the time I got it, I was already kind of just not doing gimmick loadouts for the pit, sadly. I mean, I do like it. It's a 30% chance for 1 FP if you get hit. And it's like, it's not that worth it to use, but I was getting hit a lot. If it was scaled by how much damage you take, it would be kind of more worth it, but obviously it's not. Money. I had no use for coins. Super. No, let's do Super Appeal. Super Appeals. I didn't have much use for using star power. I did have an idea for a star power only run through the pit using the Super Appeals I got. But once again, when I got a good amount of them, I wasn't doing gimmick loadouts. Mega Rush for Mario, I didn't really use that much because you would have to prep him into 1 HP like before battles, and I didn't want to do that. But Mega Rush Partner was a lot easier. You can have them fall in 1 battle and they will revive with 1 HP for the next. Really easy to prep for. Well, if you're doing that, then might as well raise the Power Rush Partner up there as well. I'll move that down there. P.O. and P.O. Partner. I got immense juice out of them. They are definitely worth being up there. Of course, it's like I had way too many equipped at the end. Of course, they're gonna be super high rank. They would be high ranked even without it, because I just love it. I never really did danger before this, so they were like the best attack up badges I could ever have wanted. Power Plus and Power Plus P, they kind of just go along with all or nothing. It kind of works because they have like 6 FP for like 1 power. It's not really worth it, but when you just need that little bit more oomph, you know? Hammerman's nice. It's more roughly B tier because Jumpman is just infinitely better because of how jump scales, and if you had Hammerman equipped, you would have to be using Hammer Throw for anything airborne. Jumpman, like I said, it's better. Except for me in this case. I guess both Hammerman and Jumpman are roughly next to each other. I don't have Spike Shield. I couldn't get Spike Shield, so I could just never use it to its max potential. Return postage. I also had an idea for a gimmick loadout for return postage, but that would have required me to get to higher HP than what I ended with was 90. It's like, since it returns damage back to an enemy depending on how much damage they do to you. If it's direct damage. So I thought about doing it, using it for the enemies that directly hit you. But it doesn't work on, like, you know, Wacka. I don't think it works on Shadow Queen. And it doesn't work for Prince Mush, so it would really just been for like pit enemies. And at that time, when I got it, to the time when I was able to use it, I wasn't doing gimmick, like I said. Okay, now for the fun badges. So for the attack badges, I'm going to more rate them as like when I got them, if that makes any sense. So obviously, Head Rattle. It was so much fun using Head Rattle. I love it when the enemies just did not do anything, you know? Power Smash and Power Jump were kind of nice at times. They're straight up just a +2 to either one of attacks, so they are always kind of nice to use. Piercing Blow. Piercing Blow, it's nice. It's damage piercing, one hit with all your power and your hammer rank. So it's nice for the single enemy, but when I got it, I also got Quake Hammer, which is really good. AoE hitting all ground enemies plus flipping, amazing. Let's see, Shrink Stomp, I didn't really use. Decreasing the enemy's attack, I really didn't need. especially when I got it. Soft Stomp, decreasing the enemy's defense when they have defense. I didn't really use it. Sleep Stomp, really nice, especially for stealing. Even funnier when, you know, the boss using a boss, they don't do anything. Ice Smash. I should actually just put them all and make it easier. Now, Ice Smash. I got no use out of Ice Smash. If you use Vivian or Fire Drive, Ice Smash is worthless. And I used Vivian or Fire Drive. And then, you know, I got 7 Ice Smashes at the end, and Freeze is just, I mean, it's an alright status effect, but with the fire getting rid of it, and I think Explosion also does. So, kind of no use using it. Hammer Throw. All because of that one Hammer Throw only run. I mean, I enjoyed Hammer Throw. It's really nice when you're doing hammer only stuff. But in all actuality, it should like be B. It's good in some cases, bad in others. It's defense piercing, but its base damage is 2. So you know. No, its base damage is 3. Quake Hammer is 2. Fire Drive. Fire Drive is just kind of good. I wasn't really using it for Quake Hammer. But the only thing it couldn't do was like damage the rocks, damage bristles, and it damaged the embers, but that's what you have Coops for. Multi-bounce also definitely just goes into A because I don't have Spike Shield. If I had Spike Shield, it would be S+ for sure. And then Tornado Jump. It's A. The tornado does no damage, but it's so fun. It's a very funny badge, so it's really fun to use to me. Now, is there anything I want to change? Not really. It's like, these were necessary and really good to use. These were great when I could use them. You know, I could try to always to. Good when I got them. Depending on if I needed to or not. I didn't really use. Did not want to use, but or they were gimmick related. And no use. Alright. Now I just have to move these to the bottom because I no longer need them to be like that. That took longer than expected, but oh well. That's how I think it is. Obviously, that's just my thinking and with how bad Shunta was. But you know. But anyways. I'm not done with Badge Hunter just yet. Like I said, I still have like 2 requests to do. I could do more by getting the Luigi emblem and whatnot, but in reality, I'm not going to, you know? Get all the partners, and then you could just do everything up again. So I think there's 2 requests that are unlocked. One requires you to make something and one for getting to a pit. Right? I can actually do all 3 that are unlocked. The second one I'm not too sure about, but let's just hope that this request simply talk to this toad and beat up enemies that I don't know why I goons. Oh, okay. Let's just simply do one thing. Wherever it is on here. I don't know why they made this request like at the end. You're just supposed to beat 3 enemies from here. So you can get to the tree. This could have definitely been like a chapter 2. It's like you beat chapter 2 and this is weird, you know? You know what? Do your worst. 10 damage. You did your worst. I can now go steal the great tree. And here's my money for life. Such a weird trouble. You could have... it's just weird. Give you something for beating the post game. And it's just a... fight 3 enemies that you can simply just breathe on. I'm not talking to him. He's just going to be looking at the tree forever now. Because like you could simply just breathe on the enemies and they would just disappear, you know? Weird. So the one from the small bum, the one where he's like he wants to make up to his mom, I think. It requires like 2 enemy items that I can't get, and a fright mask, or a fright mask. I could potentially go get the fright mask, but I need someone to go to the 50th floor. But you know, I'm not too sure if I want to fight some enemies for a fright mask drop. This one I'm not sure. Well, that's where I just need to get an item to hold, so I don't get what he tries to give me in the end. I don't remember who I talked to. It's just somebody here. I think it's any of these four. I don't think it's him. You. There's a dungeon called the Pit of 100. Man, I never heard about this dungeon. The Pit of 100. Never heard of it before. Let's just make this easy. I'm not even going to do the 50 runs. Teleport me down to level 50, please. I will gladly give you 300 coins. Wow. And now there's just hole. And now we leave. Perfect. This one's just a funny request. It's a... If you haven't done the pit yet, you would actually have to do some work. Or if this was the GameCube version, you would have to go all the way down there. But I think this might be... I don't remember. But no, it's just like, you done it once, you could just skip the 450. Now to just get one item and refuse the snow bunny and see what he does with it. Yeah, Chaz, welcome. Take the funny poison mushroom out. I did. I spent 300 coins to get down there, blew it up, and walked away. Take this. Huh? You have too much stuff? Huh? I'm gonna leave it behind the cannon statue. Could you see it from any angle? No? That's really funny. Yeah, just put it behind the cannon statue. Perfect place, you know? And while I could do the last request, I'm not going to. I see no reason to do it, honestly. Well, and that's it. Hit Badge Hunter, Hit Hunter, what I was about to say. It's now done. All possible badges, every possible recipe. Not every possible tattle. Because there's like 1 or 2 enemies that I didn't, and then the bosses that I just... Oh well. I could get the ones from the trash, but I'm not going to. This one was a doozy. It took way too long, and I'm happy it did. I enjoyed it, and maybe, just maybe, I will come back to the save to get Mario 299. Maybe. Maybe. I would say that a third time. Maybe. I can't guarantee I will. But if I do, I will record it. And I'll quit my item just for fun. See how many more other stuff I can get, you know? Anyways. I've been Abnet. This is Badge Under the end of it. I don't know what I'm doing next. But anyways, thank you for watching. Hope you join me next time for whatever I'm doing. And I hope you have a great rest of your day.